Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM20 Build a Nation story, Climbing with Cliftonville with me, Daniel. It's part 38 and today we're back for a big Champions League doubleheader. We're in the group stages for the first time and we're now halfway through, but we've got Juventus today and then our return fixture against RB Leipzig, which provided a miracle in the last episode. We're flying domestically, the finances look incredible, everything going as well as it could be at the moment. We've got through an injury crisis and still managed to pick up results. As a result of those though, we have had to bring in a couple of squad players, names that you probably recognise from across the Irish game. So we'll have a look at those and we'll get into our two games. If you are looking forward to all of that, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily content from this series. Our FM21 announcements are coming thick and fast now, so you can keep up with them on the community page here on YouTube, over on the Discord channel and over on Twitter. Whichever ways you preferred, we'll be announcing all three, so do keep your eyes peeled for plenty of news. But let's start today with transfers, because it's something you don't expect to have in October. But we've had to bring in a couple of free agents, so they're probably hidden behind my head here. No more players going out, of course, outside the window. But because of injuries to certain positions and certain players, we've brought in a couple of free agents just to stop them from retiring and keep them involved and help us when we need players desperately. So we've got Lee Hodson, who is a 31-year-old right back, probably most known for being at Rangers. Perhaps early in his career he did well at Watford and then at MK Dons. But he's a really good experienced player. 22 caps for Northern Ireland. He's just starting to decline physically now. But as well as being the right back, which we needed at the time, he's also very versatile. And that's something we had to bear in mind. He's only signed a deal till the end of this year on minimal wages. But I feel like just as a bench player, if we need him, you can see he started 3 games across 3 competitions. Just because we only had McLaughlin fit due to a long-term injury to Williams. He's just coming back now, so then Hodson will be redundant, essentially. But then the other one was Robbie McDade, a player who's making shockwaves at Glentoran in real life. Not really developed to his potential here. He's 25 years of age now, a 21s international for Northern Ireland, 5 caps he had for them. He's a natural right winger or striker, and he's on 220 quid a week as an emergency backup. He's played 1 league game for us, scored a goal. He's made 2 sub-appearances in the Cups, and because of injuries we had to Connor Crawford for about a month, Noah Daly for about a month, Harvey Elliott was struggling for fitness, Tom Lindy got injured as well, the right winger. We were really a little bit short, so he came in and he's played a couple of games off the right and 1 sub-appearance up front. And just does a job for us. I'm surprised no one's picked him up near the bottom of the league. Perhaps it's his wage demands for the very small clubs. But as it is, we've got both of those in now. But if we look at the schedule, it's not really affected our form. We've done a really good job. So since you were last with me, we won 7-1 against Crusaders. Loads of goals in this one. Naismith with 2. Crawford and Linley scored. Crawford came off injured. Adam Idar with a brace off the bench. And then Stephen Thompson with a stoppage time goal. We did go 1 down though, early on. We lost 3-0 away at Sporting Lisbon, who were brilliant. We really struggled against them. A 2-1 win away at Larne. Brad Lyons scored the opener against us, but Robbie McDade got the equaliser, and Finlay Robertson, ironically Lyons' replacement, was the man who scored the winner. Away at Juventus, we lost 6-0, a star-studded side, and they made it look easy. An 8-3 win away at Ballina Millard. Their goalkeeper wasn't playing because he's on loan from us. Middleton got 4, Harvey Elliott a hat-trick, Jake Kane 1. But our first choice defence out there, with the exception of the injured Williams, and we struggled against a pretty average side, which does worry me a little. However, since then, 4 clean sheets, 4 comfortable victories. We've not been quite as free-flowing as last year. I know there's a 7 and an 8 there, but otherwise we've normally been nicking games in the second half. Most of our goals late on, even this one away at Ballyclare. We were 1-0 up early on Friday, youngster Billy Wilson came out of the reserve side to play up front, and then off the bench late on, Noah Daly making his comeback and Shane Ferguson with goals. As again, we scored most of our goals in the last half an hour. Maybe it's a fitness thing. Against St Mirren reserves at home in the Tunnocks Caramel Wafer Cup, the trophy we're still chasing. Harvey Elliott opened the second half with a goal before an Adam Idar brace. He scored 2, including a penalty to wrap that up. A 2-0 win at home to Knockbreda in the Co-Antrim Shield. We got McLaughlin with a goal in the first half and Noah Daly with a penalty in the second. And then a 3-0 win at home to Glentoran. Again, similar pattern. An early goal from Hepburn Murphy, a second in the second half for him, and then Adam Idar late on. We've now got 2 Champions League games in 2 weeks with nothing else separating it. So the focus today will be Juventus and RB Leipzig. Massive games, massive moments, the condensed season with the World Cup coming in the winter. And we're 9 points clear in the league. We know we're going to win that. So we've got to focus entirely on Europe. Sporting have already beaten Leipzig. They're now top of the group, ironically. And Juventus, with a star-studded lineup, we've got to see them in action. And Windsor Park's almost sold out for it. So here's our 11. It's Bazunu in goal. Sirkin and McLaughlin the fullbacks, with McDonald and Branthwaite as centre-half. Kane is now first choice. He's alongside Robertson in the middle. Middleton and Elliott on the wings. And then Hepburn Murphy alongside Adam Idar up front. Noah Daly and Connor Crawford just making their way back to fitness on the bench. Loads of good young players. Matthew Smith's there now as well, as is Saul Shotton. And Sammy Wilson creeps on too, because we're struggling for attacking changes. But other than that, we're as strong as we can be. So let's get into the game and see if we can keep it down to less than 6 this time. 4-3-1-2 for Juventus. They're resting Cristiano Ronaldo at 37 now. They have to look after him. But among the lineup, we've got Matthias de Ligt, Dani Ceballos, Adrien Rabiot and Donny van der Beek as a midfield 3. Alex Sandro much coveted at left back. Wojciech Szczesny in goal, the former Arsenal man. And Paulo Dybala, skipper and centre forward. There's some class in this side. And they've got quality all over. The bench is star-studded and we're going to have to fight our backsides off. It might not be respectable this, but we've got to try our best. So we're going to get the boys out there for the first half through the tunnel interview as they're missing players with injury and they've still got that 11. So let's go and see if we can compete. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's a corner kick for Juventus. In swinger from Dybala. Out to the edge. It's pinball in there. Harvey Elliott flicks it away to Donny van der Beek. Inside to Ceballos. To Lanili. Plays a 1-2 with Rabiot. He's got it 25 yards out to Ceballos. They're keeping it well, this midfield 3. Ceballos with time there. He's got a chance to switch right to the overlapping fullback. Into the box he goes. And Mazraoui gets the goal. I've probably pronounced it wrong. 30 caps for Morocco though. A very good fullback on 60 grand a week. And he has given Juventus a 15-minute lead. 1-0 to the visitors. The Italian giants causing us trouble, just as they did last season in the conference. But it's McLaughlin with a throw into Hepburn Murphy. Can we at least score a goal against them? That would be incredible. Header away by de Ligt, who wants to stop that. To Kane. Plays a 1-2 with Sirkin. Switch of play to McLaughlin at right back. He's got 2 overlapping him. McLaughlin trying to get into the box. Beats Rabiot. Puts it into the back post. It's in. Middleton shot saved brilliantly by Szczesny. And Adam Idar puts the rebound in. It is 1-1 on the night. And are we going to get a repeat of Leipzig? We really struggled in the 2 away games. But at home, or at Windsor Park I should say, we're still causing trouble for some of these teams. And we've made it all the way to half time without another highlight. We've had 2 of the 5 shots on target in this match. And although Juventus have had more territory, we're doing a fantastic job. A couple of the lads nervous, so we'll try and get them motivated. But it's 1-1 at half time, and that's beyond my wildest dreams. I'm imagining we'll be seeing Cristiano Ronaldo at some point, and that might make it a bit more difficult. But Kane picks it up from Sirkin on the left, loses it to Donny van der Beek, up to Lanili, and now Dybala. And you do not want to give him 30 yards of space to run into like he had there. Out to the left to Rabiot, it's a great goal. Straight through Bazunu at plenty of pace. Possibly should have saved it. But it's 2-1 Juventus. We've done well to hold them off this long, but now the floodgates could really open. But it's a corner to Middleton at the other end. We're straight back on the attack. De Ligt's header away finds Branthwaite. He's got 2 up with him, but loses it to Van der Beek. Just taking too long there. Long ball forward intercepted by McLaughlin. Playing due to Nico Williams' injury. He goes long forward to Alex Sandro and is headed away. Now Rabiot. Coming over halfway to Ceballos. Switches left to Alex Sandro. Chance to go back, but finds Rabiot instead. Here's Ceballos. Switch to the right-hand side. The overlapping fullback who opened the scoring. Tries to cross. It's cut back. It's into the box to Sigurdsson. Dybala tries to clear it in. The keeper caught off his line, but we were throwing bodies everywhere. And as a result, it remains 2-1 as we have another shot of Szczesny. We're really starting to cause a bit of threat on the counter still. And I do wonder, if we get a couple over the top, will it work out? As Kana picks the ball up at centre-half. Here's Rabiot. Chance to go inside. Ceballos, who's probably run this game, to be honest. And he goes over to the right back, who again is on that overlap. Really making Sirkin have a run for it today. Back to Van der Beek. Chance to cross, but goes inside to Dybala. Back to the right back, into Lanili. To Ceballos, back to Rabiot. And it's just wide of the post at the hour mark. Let's make a change. Branthwaite is nervous and on a yellow, so Saul Shotton on for him. We're going to drop Cirk into a support duty because that's where we're getting overrun. And Kane's not had a great game. So Matthew Smith for him. And with half an hour to go, we'll see if we can get an equaliser. Well, we're down to 15 on the clock now. And it seems a better time than ever to bring back Connor Crawford. Hepburn Murphy's furious, not had the best game. And we know that Crawford's got a knack for scoring in the big ones. So we're going to demand more with 10 minutes left. Remarkably, we're only 2-1 down to this Juventus side. And we've got a chance with 1 goal to equalise. But Dybala puts it in, could be over here, although it's headed away. But De Ligt's now going to get a penalty out of this. We're going to the VAR screen. I don't know why this animation's in the game, because we've never gone to this screen and then not had a penalty. And you do see it occasionally in real life, but here, every single one, they then point to the spot without fail. So let's see if I'm proven wrong today. Am I going to be proven wrong? No, the penalty's given. Of course it is. Finlay Robertson adjudged to have fouled Matthias De Ligt, and Dybala's got a chance to wrap it up. What an effort it's been from the boys, but Juventus just too strong, and Dybala puts it in. Bazunu went the right way, but he did not get close enough. And it looks like it's coming all down to the Leipzig game. If we win it, or if we draw it, we're pretty much favourites to get into the Europa League after Christmas. But we'll wait and see if it happens, as Robertson picks it up at centre-half. Dropped in there, finds McLaughlin. He goes to Matthew Smith. Off the bench, chance to make it happen, but he's lost it, and now it's a 3-on-2. This is where Juventus can run riot at the end. It's a good save from Bazunu to stop it being 4. And after a good effort, we don't want this to get out of hand. We're still in 3rd place. Juventus on 10, Sporting on 9, us on 3, and Leipzig on 1. Ironically, their draw coming against Juventus, who are top now, as Aidar flicks it down. Headed away though, Juventus really starting to get a hold of this game. The lads are defeated, the lads are knackered. Thankfully, they're 6 days off, as Danilo picks it up on the right. Good challenge by Matthew Smith, but it's still inside to the edge of the box. Back to Hamadi. He's got a chance to shoot. Out to Sandro on the left side of the box. Back to the edge to Montalaro. And it's a good block by the post. We really relied on the woodwork there. It's out for a throw-in, and we've lost 3-1. A really good effort from the boys. Good to get Connor Crawford back on the pitch, and good to hold them off for so long. But it's one of those days. The lads are still confident. And we've got Leipzig in the crucial game. If we win that, or if we draw that, we could be in the Europa League after Christmas. If we lose it, we're out of European football, and the coefficient probably gets a bit harmed. So let's skip ahead. We'll be back on Tuesday, where we will be facing the Germans RB Leipzig, hoping somehow to complete a Champions League double. Let's see if we can end our struggles on the road. It is the decisive day and fixture in this Champions League group stage match. Of course, we're at home to Sporting on the final day. You can't rule out a result there. But we're coming up against Leipzig today. And if we get a result, we know we're in a better position than to them, with a better head-to-head going into the final day. And it probably means we only need a draw against Sporting, which is a better outcome for us. But on the road, we've really struggled so far in the Champions League. We struggled in some of the Europa League matches and the Europa Conference last year, so we have to bear that in mind. We have got Nico Williams back from injury though, so that's a positive. Conor McLaughlin will come into the bench. He'll replace Sammy Wilson. Aside from that, I think I'm going to stick the same, because the lads put in a really good effort against Juventus. And it's a side that largely beat Leipzig. The only question is, do I bring in Smith for Kane? But Smith's dropped to 3-star now. He's actually down there with Robertson, so maybe we should be playing the other two. I don't know. Do we stick with our own players first? That's the question. We've got Coleraine in 4 days, so whoever doesn't play tonight will play in that one. But I think we're going to stick with this. They played well against Juventus. Let's give them a chance. Just Nico Williams back in after injury. Into the second game we go. Can we sneak a point? Can we sneak something from the game? The same back 3 for Leipzig, the same quality side. Timo Werner, who's obviously banging them in for Chelsea at the moment. Sabitzer, Olmo, Haidara starts this time. Wolf, Poulsen. They've got Konate back in at centre-half alongside the other stars as well. Nathan Redmond still on the bench. Danny Rose not involved at all. What a side they've got though. It's another star-studded lineup. I still can't believe we beat them. So let's say we expect better. We'll get most of them motivated. And into the game we go. Can we nick a point against RB Leipzig? We've got a corner early on with Nico Williams to the back post. And a header from Aidar straight at the keeper. It was a good opportunity and we're probably not going to get many. So we have to make the most of those set pieces. As they try and play out very riskily from the back. In the end, they do beat the press, so I guess it's worked. And they're down the wing to Poulsen. They're probably going to score from it now. Poulsen into the box, drags his shot wide. Scored a screamer in the first game of this group stage tournament. So we've got to be careful. But the Champions League group stages, who thought we'd be competing for a place in the top 3? To get into Europe after Christmas, just like last year, it is the only objective. 3rd in the Europa League last year, and now we're going for 3rd in the Champions League, as Poulsen scores a screamer again. Just as we said in the first game, another brilliant goal. And those hopes are dwindling now. 12 minutes gone, RB Leipzig lead 1-0. And we're back straight away as the centre kick's been played back to the centre halves. And now we've got Williams at right wing back. He's got a man ahead of him, but he's lost possession again. Really lackadaisical there. We're just a little bit slow. We're playing at Irish League tempo, which normally is very quick. As Poulsen scored again. He's hit the post and it's hit the back of Bazunu's head and gone in. It's one of those. And it's not going to be our night, is it? 2 goals in 2 minutes. Nico Williams dawdling after injury. Normally the Irish League pace frantic. But compared to the quality of the Champions League, when they turn it on, when they press, you haven't got that time on the ball. And it looks like we're in trouble. Great to see the Irish League back, by the way. We were watching a live stream games at the weekend over on BBC Northern Ireland. So if you were as well, let me know what you thought of them, because it was great to have it back. Cliftonville got a great win against Glentoran. And hopefully we'll be able to get a goal here at least, as Sirkin throws into Idar. On the left wing, again too slow. The tempo's quick, but we're not doing anything with it. Werner's picked the ball up to Poulsen, and it's 3. And look at this, higher tempo, and the boys are just dawdling in possession. And we're going to get battered here. If we thought 6-0 was bad against Juventus, I think this might be even worse. Because we're back for yet another highlight. Sirkin with a free kick. Where's the quicker tempo? Over the top towards Idar. Chases it, gets there. Great touch, Adam Idar. And the shot saved and put wide. Really good goalkeeping. Harvey Elliott picks it up. Back to Nico Williams. Into Hepburn Murphy. Turns, goes backwards though. He could have shot there. He was 8 yards out. Sirkin picks it up on the left and it's just cleared out for a throw. It's thrown into Jake Kane, and he tries to cross early, but it's headed away to Olmo, and now it's 2-on-2 again. Branthwaite clears downfield to Poulsen. He goes back to the centre half, and now Sabitzer. He's got Sirkin to take on. I'd imagine he's going to beat him. He does quite comfortably, but Sirkin comes back with a brilliant slide tackle, and clears it long, but only as far as Canate. He goes back inside. We're so much better at home. I think that's become evident in this group stage. And even though it's not our home ground, it is in Northern Ireland. And that crowd seems to just do something to us. As Sabitzer comes into the box again, Sirkin brings him down. And it's going to be 4. I hope he's not going to that VAR screen. I'm just going to skip it, because we all know what the outcome's going to be. I'll be back for the penalty in a minute. You won't believe it. No, actually you will. It's a penalty, but it has been saved by Gavin Bazunu. Poulsen on a hat-trick. Bazunu makes the save. But what is the point of going to VAR if every single one's going to be a penalty? At least there's a mix sometimes. I hope that's into the new game, as Olmo picks it up on the right-hand side. Cuts it in, but it's blocked by Middleton, only as far as Sabitzer though. And I tell you what, after losing the away game, these RB Leipzig boys are right up for this. They know they need Europe after Christmas. We know with Sporting Lisbon currently losing to Juventus, it's not going to make a difference. Those two are through in the Champions League, and we're fighting it out for 3rd. So hopefully we can beat Sporting while Leipzig lose Juventus. That's all we've got now. As Haidara picks it up for Wolf, to Poulsen, to Olmo. Gets it wide to Haidara. He's got the left wing back with him, but goes back to Olmo. He cuts it inside to Haidara. We're forcing them back, but only as far as Canate here. Olmo plays a 1-2, out to the left. And overlapping, there's so much time on the ball. Nico Williams can't get there. It's crossed into Sabitzer, and he puts it just wide of the post. It should be about 10 at the moment. It says we've had 4 shots on target each, but I haven't seen any of ours. Bar that header to Idar at the start, it's been all Leipzig, and it's very much deserved. 3-0 at half-time. We'll tell the boys that they've been unlucky, and we just hope we get a reaction. As we've got a free kick on the left with Sirkin. Takes it short to Jake Kane, and now Robertson. Goes inside to Middleton, beats one man and shoots just over the bar. Don't forget, if we only lose this game by 1, we've still got the better head-to-head record. That's something we have to aim for now. And if we can score goals or create chances, that would be much appreciated. But it doesn't look like it's forthcoming. The hour mark's reached. Jake Kane's been poor again, so Matthew Smith on for him. And we'll leave the others 10 more minutes. We'll have to bring Nico Williams off. Then we'll do one other as well. There we go then. Just over 20 to go. Conor McLaughlin on at right back. He's going to be a wing back on defend. And then, what else do we do? That's the big question. Middleton's the most tired. I think Naismith comes on for him. Let's see if we can nick a goal. And it's a throw on the left for Sirkin. Finds Matthew Smith. He's giving it away to Werner. We're so slow in possession. It's something that's just crept into our game this season. I haven't changed the tactic at all. Werner runs the length, hits the post, and McDonald just beats Poulsen to the rebound. But 3-0 still, it should be more. They've been absolutely dominant of Leipzig, and Wolf's got the corner kick to the back post. Aidar beats Kanati in the air, but he's been doing more in his own box than he has the opposition's. As Wolf gets it on the left again, they keep recycling it so well. Back to the edge of the box, and McDonald clears, but only as far as a Leipzig man again, and we tend to go. It is relentless pressure. Leipzig back into third place in the group, and this Sporting game is going to be even more important now. Nathan Redmond's off the bench and he's taking an out-swinging corner into the box which Aidar clears. Long to the right which Hepburn Murphy picks up and he's got a chance to take on his man. He does. Surging down the right is Hepburn Murphy. Puts Harvey Elliott in. 3 in the box if he can find them. Goes back out to McLaughlin. Why? It's into Aidar who loses out. Haidara beats Smith. But we got 2 great goal-scoring opportunities and both times we've passed it backwards. Eventually we give it away and it's just cleared long downfield. It's really frustrating that. It's something we never do. As they pick it up on the left again to Wolf. The last thing we want is a fourth here. As Redmond surges through the middle. He's got loads of pace on him. And he goes wide to Sabitzer. Chance to cross in to the front post. And Redmond's there to meet it again. But this time just over the bar from the Englishman. 3-0 is the final score. It's a good effort in truth. We're playing against RB Leipzig. It's just frustrating the manner in which we're conceding and losing chances. Sporting Lisbon are our final opponents. That's in a few weeks' time, and it's going to have to be the focus. We've got Coleraine at the weekend. In fact, it's next midweek. So we'll be back straight for that one against Sporting. It's a crucial game. I have to show you it because if we beat them, we could well be in Europe after Christmas. If not, it's going to be a shorter season, and we'll be trying to win that Tunnock's Caramel Wafer Cup instead. We've got TNS in the quarter-final of that one, Institute in the quarter-final of the Bet McLean Cup, which is the League Cup, and then in the Shield semi-final, we've got Ballymena, who used to be our bogey side, but I think we can write that off now. So we will be back for that Sporting game, a massive moment for the club. We'll play Coleraine off camera, and then if we've got time next episode, we'll show Portadown as well. But we're flying domestically, we're doing really well in the other competitions. But this Champions League decider is going to be crucial. Sporting already through. They can't finish top. Hopefully they'll rest everyone for the league. And we'll be able to sneak third place off of Leipzig. We'll wait and see how that goes. But if you did enjoy this episode, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily content from this series. Just a couple of weeks to go until FM21. And we will have loads of announcements over the next few weeks. They've just started over on the community page, over on Discord and on Twitter. There's votes you can get involved in as well. So please do come and have your say. As we try to prepare for FM21 while keeping our eye firmly on Cliftonville. So I hope to see you tomorrow for the massive game against Sporting in this one. Please do check out the Irish League guide, preview and predictions in the eye above. That's from myself and Charlie over on the podcast channel. Plenty of content there. The Irish League's back in real life as well. Loads of games on BBC Northern Ireland, so do check them out if you can. But a massive thanks for watching and your continued support with the series. And I hope to see you next time for the biggest of Champions League games.